Guys, welcome back to the Critterverse. Today I am going to be playing with a new mold that I got from Temu. It is a Dragonfly, obviously. So what I'm going to be doing is painting it more or less with some mica powders and then filling it in with black. So I've got my cheapo Dollar Tree makeup brush here, and I'm going to start with my Let's Resin Intense Chameleon powder in gold, and I'm going to do his little tail. I'm probably going to be speeding up a lot of this just because you guys really don't want to sit there and watch me paint. So we're just going to start and go in on his little tail. Making sure to go all the way up the sides. And always remember that whatever color you put down first against the silicone is what is going to show up. So I want his whole tail to be gold. So that is why I'm covering the whole thing with gold. If I wanted different colors, then I would do, different colors, or, clean off the gold where I didn't want it and put another color in. So I just want to make sure that I've got everything covered. All up the sides, all in the little ribs. This is just a Chameleon color shifty glitter, again from Temu. And trying to get these little bags open with gloves on is very fun. And what I'm going to do is just go around in his little antennae and just sort of splodge, splodge, splodge. I just want a little bit of sparkle in there under that black resin that I'm going to be putting in. And this is gorgeous holographic black. I think they said it's got like 20 colors in it, and it you can tell it is seriously gorgeous. I'm going to go in his little eyeballs too. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so clean off my brush. This is just a little paintbrush. All right, so I am going to mix up some resin and I will be back. Okay, I have got 2 ounces of my J-Diction Fast Cure because it's really not that deep of a mold at all, so it should be fine. And I'm gonna add a couple of drops of my HTV Ront black pigment paste, because we all know that chameleon colors look more awesomer when they are backed with black, and that is a solid black, and I did not use very much. Those drops were not very big. So I'm not entirely sure exactly how much resin I'm gonna need, but I figure we'll start with 2 ounces, and if it's not enough, then we'll make some more. That's the beauty of it. So move my mold closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to start back here with his tail. And just work my way down. Just pour basically in one spot in the body and just let it move and groove into his little parts. It looks like 2 ounces is gonna be pretty spot on. I'll know a little bit better once it has a chance to settle, but it looks like 2 ounces is about right. So let's just let that move around in the mold. Get my resin persuasion tool and gently, so I don't dislodge any of the mica powder, get that into the tips of his little wings and his little tail. Get some of that resin moving into his little, I wanted to call them antlers, antenna. Antlers. Goodness gracious, Rev. And I did use quite a bit of chameleon powder, just simply because I really want that color to be, just like its name, intense. So I'm not digging down into the resin to move it. I'm just skimming skimming lightly the surface to get into his little ears. Let's call them into his little ears. His little, actually it's not his ears, it's his nose technically, I suppose, because they use their antenna for smelling. So that looks good. Give it a bit of a tap, just in case. Because it is quite a detailed little mold, which is awesome. And now I'm not going to torch because it is a mold on the, you know, skinnier side. Ooh, look at that dance. Woo! Dancing mica. So I don't want to torch it because I don't want to risk burning my mold. So I'm going to keep an eye out for bubbles, and I will give a little bit of a cleanup here, and I will see you back for the demold. See you soon. Good morning. It is about, I don't know, 10 hours later. This is just as solid as a rock, so we're going to go ahead and demold our Dragonfly. So let's get him out of here and see how it turned out. And even though it is so very cured, I'm still going to be very careful with it because I don't want to accidentally knock anything off. With all that powder around the edges of the mold, it does sure look pretty. And the mica powder made a really cool little design on the back. Being really careful with his little antenna. Okay, because they are tiny and fiddly. Oh, there they go. Here's our mold. A little bit left over, but not much. So let's see this guy. Oh, wow, look at him. Isn't he sweet? Oh, I love it. And you can see in his little antenna, sparkle, sparkle. It's subtle, but it's there. And in his little eyes where we put the sparkly glitter. Look at him. Isn't he pretty? Oh, I like this a lot. What a sweet little mold. I do have some cleanup around the edges, but that's not a thing. That is very, very pretty. And even around the sides, his wings, his little tail. That is so nice. I like it. Yay! So there's our little dragonfly, guys. Very cool little mold. I like it. I hope you guys do too. So let me know what you think in the comments. Part of me kind of almost wants to go over it with some UV resin in his wings, just to bring out this color a little bit more, but I'm not sure. It sure is pretty though. I love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Take care. Cheers.